What's up guys, Dave from the Rise Movement here. We're at home doing a home workout today because I can't get down to the gym that I PT from. They don't have a crate. So I'm at home doing some form of a hodgepodge shoulder, abs, conditioning, some sort of workout. It's not gonna be on plan, but I'm gonna get it done anyway. So I'm at home with the kids, like I said, and they're running amok doing their thing over there. I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be talking some shit. So you have no excuse to not train. All of this shitty equipment that I picked it up during COVID when everything was shut down and I wanted to train at home. You have no excuse. A lot of this stuff, like here, yeah, sure, I've got a couple of $100 worth of stuff here, stolen my Mrs. Lululemon yoga mat, but you know, you got no excuse. You can find cheap equipment everywhere. Look all over Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree if you're in Australia, and understand that you can find bargains absolutely everywhere. Half of this crap here I got for maybe $2.50, $3 a kilo, which like normal retail sort of price, you're looking at $4 to $6 a kilo for anything to do with kettlebells, dumbbells, you know, plates and stuff like that. So today we're gonna do a bit of abs, bit of shoulders, bit of conditioning, might even do some zoo. I'm feeling pretty good at the moment, feeling light, so I wanna test out my body when it comes to doing some zoo stuff, especially so that I can show the men on our Saturday morning sessions for 8 weeks to a new man. So let's get into it. So one of the stupid things that I'm noticing about weight loss this time, as I diet down, I'm back into extra large shorts. Actually, these are a large. I'm down into large shorts. However, I have a problem. They fit around my waist beautifully. There's a bit too much room around my waist, so I've got to pull the drawstring really tight, but they don't fit my legs or my butt. And so every time I do whatever I'm doing, my pants are falling down. Prior to about 2.5 years ago when I first started jiu-jitsu, I never trained abs, hated training abs. The only time I ever did it was when I was doing my personal training certificates, because I thought, you know, you squat, bench, dead, any other compound exercise where you brace your core, that's you training abs. Essentially, it's true, creating that intra-abdominal pressure using all of your whole core. Your core just isn't your abdominals, your core is also your back and your internal abdominals and everything like that. And I was like, yeah, you know, like compound exercise, that's what you need to do. And training jiu-jitsu, like, you need core strength, you need endurance, you need stability, you need like all these different things that I just severely lacked, especially being a fat fucker when I was up, you know, like 124 sort of kilos when I first started jiu-jitsu as a white belt. Nowadays, like, I train abs. I make sure that I do things for stability, range of motion, mobility, strength, endurance. Like, I do abs for all those reasons. And it's really important. Now I have a decent set of core strength on me so that I don't have to worry about fatiguing too much, especially when we're doing, you know, guard-based drills from the bottom. Like this morning at jiu-jitsu, we were doing just fundamental stuff. Fabio took it right back to fundamentals and he said, okay, there's too much YouTube shit going on, there's too much Instagram shit going on, way too many bullshit techniques, so we're going back to fundamentals and we're just gonna do drills. So this morning, before we rolled, the big thing that we were doing was a drill of arm bars from closed guard, sit-up sweep into Kimuras from closed guard, and then also spider, like, I guess it was kind of like a spider guard grip, moving from closed guard, hip scaping out, using your knee to be able to push their arm away and then throwing them into a triangle, effectively coming from closed guard. And so it's just fundamental stuff, making sure that you can do the fundamentals well. But all of that taxed the hell out of my abs. I'm so thankful that I started training abs properly recently because I can't imagine where I would have been without it. All right, so now that we've done abs, let's start moving on to some shoulders. So today I'm going to pre-exhaust my shoulders. I've only got 7 kilo dumbbells, 12 kilo dumbbells, or 16 kilo kettlebells and one 20 kilo kettlebell. So I'm just gonna pre-exhaust the hell out of my shoulders. Do some, maybe do a tricep, front raise, side raise, rear raise, and just go like 15, 15, 15. We'll see how we go. All right, we got the 12s. Let's see how we go for front raise, side raise, and rears. I actually can't remember the last time that I did front raises like this. It might have been 2016, 2017. Whew. Well, that was actually surprisingly fatiguing, surprisingly hard. I did train chest 2 days ago, so all my supporter muscles are a little bit fatigued. Decent chest session this week. Ended up doing weighted dips. Haven't done weighted dips since 2017, 18, somewhere around there. Felt good. It was only 5 kilo plate. Banged it out for 7 reps. Next week, I'll try a 10 kilo plate. Same thing, 7 reps, and just keep increasing from there. The body's feeling really, really good. Feeling lean, feeling strong. Well, lean compared to how fat I was, but you know, we're moving in the right direction. Just need to keep focusing on this right shoulder. Like I said in one of the other videos about talking out loud or thinking out loud, my symmetry's off a little bit. My right arm, my right shoulder is a little bit smaller than my left. So making sure that we've got no discrepancies between left to right, making sure that we've got symmetry, we've got balance, not just from like a bodybuilding and aesthetics perspective, but also from a functionality perspective. You know, there might be things that I'm doing in jiu-jitsu where I'm favoring one side, where I'm pushing and pulling and framing on one side more than I'm using the other, which is very much the case because everyone has one side. Everyone gets taught passes on the one side, moving to the right-hand side of the body. Not many people play guard on the opposite side. So, you know, there's favoritism in each side. How much strength, how much growth, how much you're gonna get from doing that repetitiously over the time, who knows? But I know that I've got a discrepancy between the two. So let's get into set 2. For the rears, I'm actually noticing that there's too much trap engagement because these are a little bit too heavy to do correct form. So I'm gonna drop down to the 7s for those. There's this thing that I've noticed around with, I don't know if it's influencer culture, I don't know if it's modernity, pursuit of consumerism, pursuit of late stage capitalism, or if it's just, I don't know what it is, to be honest. Something I've noticed is that there is this pursuit for aesthetics. There is this pursuit for, like, perfect example, in Australia, we got this gym chain in Queensland and northern New South Wales called Fitness Cartel, and all their gyms look like nightclubs. If you've ever been to, you know, your stereotypical Gold Coast nightclub like Cocktails and Dreams or Sin City or Bedroom or something like that, the gyms very much resemble those places. And a lot of other gyms are going that way. You know, there's LED lighting strips going everywhere. There's, you know, certain themes, and like, I love iron. I love simple. I love almost like a dungeon sort of feel. One of the first gyms that I ever trained at back in 2008, 2009, and until World Gym Ashmore opened up in 2010 was called The Gym. It was PCYC at Monaco Street. And it was a very simple gym. You know, they just refurbished, they built a specific location for the gym, and it was very, very basic. You know, 2 bench presses, an incline bench press, a couple of leg presses, a couple of hack squats, actually 1 hack squat, a couple of squat racks, and that's kind of it. Dumbbells that went up to 50s, some decent back equipment, decent shoulders equipment, and that was it. Like, it was very, very basic. Bunch of fixed barbells and so on and so forth. It had everything that you needed, very, very basically. Hey, baby. What you doing? You found some mealworms from the other day. Really? Really? Come here, darling. I don't have any food for you. No, I don't have any food today. You're so cute. If you guys haven't seen me on TikTok or anything like that, I've had a couple of videos go pretty well. One of them's, I don't know, 170,000 views. Like, another one's 40,000, a bunch of them, you know, 10 to 20,000 sort of thing. And it's feeding these guys. I've got about 40 odd magpies that come here. It's ridiculous. But they are my favorite. I absolutely adore these guys. Hey, my little bubba. Hello? What you doing? What you doing, sweetie? Hey? Whoop, and off she goes. Actually, that was one of the males. All right, like I was saying, hodgepodge workout. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some skips, see how I go skipping, because I haven't skipped in God knows how long. And then I'm gonna do 10 forward Hindus, jump up, skip, might try and get, we'll do it easy. I'll set myself a small goal. 25 skips, 10 forward Hindus, and then we'll just do as many as until I'm fucked. Not a good start. So if you're gonna do forward Hindus, make sure you put your feet nice and wide and bum in the air, and you're gonna do a duck dive. So head, chest, hips. Watch how I do it here. So you go head, chest, hips. You have no excuses to get it done. Like, go to Big W, $10 skipping rope, $20 yoga mat, bring a towel out from home, and then do high intensity workouts. Do push-ups until you can't do push-ups. Do sit-ups until you can't do sit-ups. Squats, burpees, do all that good stuff just so that you can train. You know, training is one of the best things to be able to get out of here. If you're noticing that your thoughts are crazy, your emotions are haywire, you can't ground yourself back in your body, move your body. The biggest hack that I've learned to deal with my mental health, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, and everything that I had back in the past is to move this. Move the body, and then the mind will calm the fuck down. You've got to teach your mind that you are the one in control. Your feelings, they aren't helping you when it comes to feeling down. They're not helping you when you're neurotic inside of your head, when you've got the negative spirals happening. You need to move your body, get the good feeling endorphins, allow your body to release all your hormones and everything else that comes along from being active, and then so that way you can fix your mindset. A lot of the time, there's a great saying, if the mind leads, the body obeys. But what do you do if your mind isn't leading? What do you do if your mind's actually sitting by the wayside and it's creating depression, it's creating anxiety, it's creating panic attacks, it's telling you that you're a failure, it's telling you that you're a piece of shit and you don't deserve love and you're not worthy and all these things? You move your body, whether you like to or not, whether you feel like it or not. Go and move your body. Go for a walk, go for a run, go do hill sprints, do some push-ups, sit-ups, squats, whatever it is, but move your body so that you can get out of your head. Being stuck in your head sucks. It's fucking hard. And as someone who's had terrible mental health majority of his late teens, early 20s, the only thing that saved me was the gym. And I always say, the gym isn't self-care. The gym is necessary. Like, I know what it's like to have such negative self-talk, such negative mental health environment that if I don't go to the gym, I want to do bad things to myself. I want to start hurting myself. So I literally have to go to the gym to keep that part of me under wraps, to be able to make sure that I've got a very tight grip on my shadow and my ego and says, I'm fucking in control, not you. You will subordinate to me and my desires and what I want and what I determine as a standard. That's what this is all about, the Rise movement. You know, Atlas with the world on his shoulders is because as blokes, we often feel like we got the weight of the world on our shoulders. And it's us to be able to have the world on our shoulders and rise. You know, rise above everything. Face your obstacles, face your hardships, make sure that you can face it, take responsibility and continue moving forward regardless. There is no quit. You just relentless momentum moving forwards. So I'm gonna change exercises now. I'm gonna do skips still, because I'm still shit at skipping, so I need to continue doing it to get better. And I'm gonna do some double pumpers. These are really, really good tricep exercise. Give them a go. So same thing, feet wide, hands in a push-up position, and you're gonna tuck your elbows under, chest to floor, but your bum stays higher in the air. So you come down, chest to floor, halfway up, down, half, down, up. Fuck. Starting to run out of light, so we're going to finish with a couple of sets of muscle snatches and then go inside, cook some dinner. Today's a refeed day for me, so I'm having 450 grams of carbs today. I've already had 300, and not going to lie, I'm feeling pretty lethargic from said carbohydrates. But tonight I get to have 150 grams of carbs with dinner. So dinner is consisting of some chicken burgers, and I get to have 750 grams of Spud Light potatoes in the air fryer, and get to actually have some sauce on my food tonight, which is going to be nice. Have some nice barbecue sauce. Can't wait. So we'll smash out these, and then we'll go cook some food. Fuck. I heard something interesting today. There's been a massive rise in theft, shoplifting from Coles and Woolies over the past couple of months with the cost of living crisis that we're going through here. And yet I also saw same companies, the same supermarkets, having record profits. I think Woolies was 1.08 billion and Coles was just over $1 billion in profits. And they're whinging about people thieving through the self-service checkouts. If only they recognize that their corporate greed is the thing that is actually bringing on the cost of living crisis. They're the ones that are fucking price gouging everything. Like last week, I picked up a block of home brand, like Coles brand cheese, tasty cheese, and it was $14 for a block, for a kilo block. In 2019, that same block was $7, and that was expensive back then. The big two, the monopoly that those two have on Australians is fucking ridiculous. We honestly, all as a population of Australia, need to start boycotting them. We need to make sure that we're going to, independents like, your local IGA, or on the Gold Coast, we've got Harris Farmers Markets to be able to get all your meat and veg and stuff from there. Go to whatever farmers markets you can get, and just, try and shop at Aldi, try and shop at all these other smaller supermarkets in Australia, just so that we're not filling the pockets of, the investors and the fucking owners of all of these stupid Coles and Woolies and stuff like that. They are the ones that are the big culprit behind the cost of living crisis. An average shop for our house, I used to spend, for our family of 4, including all of my meals and everything, $350 a week. $350 a week. I work at a shopping centre, so I've got a Coles where I do PT. And I go to the shop for convenience 4 times a week. Every single time I go to the shops, I spend $100 and I come home with barely a basket's worth of shit. It's an honest joke. Same with the rental market. Like this house that we're in here, we only moved into it at the start of 2020, like start of March 2020, as like a precaution. We lived around the corner from where we live now, and only reason that we literally settled for this place was because it was the first place that we looked at, and with everything that was happening on with, what happened, and I said, look, we better play it safe. Let's stay here for, 6, 12 months. We'll play it by ear. Then the rental market started going stupid. We pay $600 a week for this piece of shit. Like, I don't even have a garage. I've got a carport. The grout in the bathrooms needs to be redone. The kitchen hasn't been renovated since it was originally built in like 1980. So much shit is falling down. The kids' bathroom, you sit on the toilet and the walls go inwards like this. Like, it's such a terrible house, and we pay $600 a week for it. Horrendous. That being said, we're lucky that we still have a roof over our head because there's so many people that are doing it tough. But it's just such a fucking joke. All of it, this whole thing, the cost of living crisis, the rental housing crisis, you know, what's going on with the vote yes for, the vote yes referendum or whatever it is to do with the Aboriginal vote inside of Parliament. Like, there's just that much shit in and around all of it at the moment. And it sucks. It all fucking sucks. The only thing that we can do is make sure that we set our mindset to worry about ourselves and our own homes, because the government doesn't give a shit about you. Big corporations don't give a shit about you. Like, no one cares about you but you. It's a really hard thing to think about. And at the same time, no one's coming to save you. This is all on your shoulders. Everything is up to you. So with that, let's do another fucking set. Got a bit of a fire in my belly after that little rant. Fuck, that's enough. Appreciate you for stopping by and watching another video. Thank you in advance for liking and subscribing. It really helps us out. Make sure you check back regularly for more videos and content to be able to help you raise your standards everywhere. Much love. Take care.